screen. Okay. Well, so our new topic is art, and I'm going to ask you a few questions. So this one, okay, first with part 1, and then we keep going with part 2 and part 3 of speaking. So first of all, let me ask you my first question. So the first question for you is, do you like art?
Well, I love going to the museum and see like many different kind of arts, and I think they're pretty interesting. And yeah, I think they're cool, and I really want to see more arts in the future.
Yeah. Okay. Well, so how to say I like? Because you want to say that I like, of course, I love. Okay. I like. This is the first one. So you can say that, for example, I have a passion. So if it's lot, you can say, for example, I have a lifelong passion for art. For example, since I was a child, so it's like I have it a lifelong, so which means during my life, I liked art, okay? Or the other maybe a way that you can make your answer. So of course, I have an appreciation of art. So another, I have an appreciation of art. I appreciate it. So that is, I like it. So, and tell me, you said that you like going to music. I'm sorry, museum. So what I said music. So I was talking about music in my previous class. So, okay.
Yeah.
So you like to go to museum. Okay. So tell me what type. So of art, you know that we have different types of art. Music is art. Film is art. Painting is art. Drawing is art. Okay. So photography is art. So which one can be more eye-catching or maybe more attractive?
Well, I interesting in like painting. I want to see some different kinds of like people using different materials to uh complete their painting. So I would like to go to a museum that perform like many type of painting that use different materials.
Of course, very good. So I ask about visual arts now, how to answer. Of course, you can say I am interested in painting or like painting. So I'm a big fan of. So you know that we have different phrases. So I'm a big fan of. Now, why not? You can say visual arts. So visual arts. Okay, and what's that? Like painting, like drawing, so something that you can see, visual arts, sculpture, and photography. So all of them are included in visual arts. So we can say sculpture and photography. So all of them are visual arts. So you are interested in visual arts. And we have another form of art that is, you know, performance. So performing art, dance, music, film. So tell me about performing art. Are you interested in?
Mm, well, I haven't go to like any type of performing art like museum before, but if I could have an opportunity, I
Says
would
something,
try.
we don't go to museum to see performing art because you need to go to concert. It's like,
Oh
oh,
yeah,
yeah, of course. It's like, you know, when you say music, for example, the composer composing music, specifically in art. And tell me about music, especially, so for example, when it comes to classical music, Mozart, Beethoven, Chopin. So tell me what you think about this type of art.
Well, I think they're pretty cool when you can listen to like different types of music that play from different instruments, and I think they're all different. So there's like each of them was have like an iconic like
Yeah,
I don't know rhythm out of it.
of course, of course. And you said that you like, just let me be sure if I got it correctly. So you said that you like the way that people use different materials to add, to make something like, yeah, am I right? You said this?
Yeah,
Okay, so you know what word you can use because what you mentioned is actually mixed media. What is that? Using different media, such as paper, either plastic, all together in one piece of art. So we see that some people actually use different materials, different things, like media, to make something, a piece of art. And especially nowadays, is really popular. So you meant that, yeah?
yeah, I think so.
Okay. So you can say mix. So if you want to talk about it, mixed media. I'm a big fan of mixed media. So like using different media such as paper, I don't know, plastic, clay, so what other? Just I don't know, glass, something like this. All together in one piece of art. So some people actually mix them with painting, like they paint something and they add, I don't know, some other media. Like, of course, I can't understand this type of art, but it's good. I can't understand. Well, okay, and now tell me about virtual galleries. So you know that you can actually use I don't know, something like, you know that we are glasses, you know them, yeah, to visit a gallery virtually. So do you like this method?
Well, because I have like short-sighted eyes, so like wearing like another type of glasses and see them, it's hurt my eyes a bit, so it's kind of hard to see. But I think that's pretty fun to try it out. So yeah.
Well, I'm sorry. Okay, so you can say that because especially nowadays we see lots of people, they use wear goggles, so glasses
Yeah.
specific, yeah, that is virtual reality, okay, to visit something virtually. It's really popular, but I don't know, maybe you can imagine yourself somewhere. That is not bad. Okay, well, let me ask you my second question. Do you think art classes are necessary? And do you think actually art classes can affect children's development?
Well, I don't know. Like wearing glasses have some like I don't really have to say that. Like it's not like all good when you're using glasses because uh
So first
I
of
don't know.
all, I want to be sure if your answer is yes or no.
I don't know, like, yes.
Yeah. Yes. So why yes?
Well, like, can't you repeat the questions?
Of course. So I asked you, do you think art classes are essential? And do you think they help children's development?
Like, art classes?
Yeah, of course. For example, children, of course, they or I don't know, specifically, especially at young age, children, I don't know, can learn a type of art. It can be anything like music, painting, drawing. So, and do you think it can be useful or no? You think no, it's not necessary at all. Just, if someone likes. So I think it's really essential because learning art, especially at a young age, can be really helpful. It can encourage, it can help stimulate children's cognitive development. You know, they can think outside the box, you know? So what do you think?
Well, I think it's good, you know, having an opportunity to see different kinds of arts, like, could help them develop their future career. And, if they're interested in any kind of that, they can try it out later. And, probably if they have, like, gifted or just talent about it, that could be, like, one of their, like, talent, and they could use it in the future, probably.
Yeah. If I were you, you said yes, but actually you were not sure about. So you said yes, but said probably. So you were not sure about your answer. So first decide. Okay, so what you think really? Yes, definitely. Yes, probably. Maybe, sometimes. So what is your answer? You said yes, and I say yes, definitely. Yes, definitely. But why? How to make this answer if you are asked this question? I think learning arts, especially as I told you, at a young age, can help stimulate, okay, children's cognitive. So what is cognitive? I will explain. Development. And of course, encourage them to think outside the box. What is that? First of all, I have words. First of all, stimulate. I have cognitive, and I have to think outside the box. 2 words, 1 idiom. Let's learn the meaning of this. So, stimulate means to encourage something. So, we can say to encourage something. Stimulate. This is the first one. And we have cognitive. So what is the meaning of this? You know that we have different abilities. So when we say cognitive, actually it relates to your intellectual activities. thinking, being creative. So that's really important. So how you are able, to actually learn something, to, for example, gain factual knowledge. So that is actually cognitive. So thinking, reasoning, remembering, so all these abilities. So let me write relating to intellectual activity such as thinking, remembering, and reasoning. So you think about something, you find reason, you remember, so that's really important. So it's really good for your mind, your memory. So it can make you creative. So what is to think outside the box, to be creative? Sometimes we explore ideas that are creative. They are unusual. They are not limited at all. So we can say to think outside the box means to explore, to find that are creative and not limited. So that is really important. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so this way you can make your answer. Well, and now can you make your answer again using the word and the idiom that I taught you just now?
Um, well, yes. I think art classes can encourage young people to have a try in the arts field, and it can help them to think outside the box, exploring things that they haven't tried yet, and this could help them in the future.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Well, and my next question, are you good at art?
Well, if I could look at the pictures, I could draw it back to like easy one. But if you ask me to have like an extremely like art, like you want me to paint something, like I couldn't paint it.
So,
Yeah,
so you are not an expert, of course, you can say,
yeah,
but yes, you can, of course. So you can, but it's like, for example, when you are not an expert, of course, you can use like, for example, I'm an amateur, like, I can, but not really professionally, it's like, so I can draw something. So if you are good, of course, you can say, I'm an expert, okay. So, or if you know you're not, just, like some actually basic, so you can say an amateur. So not professional, so you can say. Well, so you want to answer this question. Are you good? Okay, so first of all, art is a really vast subject. So you can say that I can draw, okay, sometimes. So, and if you are pretty good, you can say. And for example, I don't know, I'm sure that I can't make a masterpiece, that's something really great. Like, I know we have some famous artists. So I can't make, but I think I'm good. So I'm able. Okay, well, and if you attended any classes, for example, thanks to my, I don't know, the classes that I attended, I can do it. Okay, well, but if you are not professional, you can use this sentence. So, for example, I'm not, okay, one of those who can make some masterpieces. But I think I'm good. So it means you can't make something unbelievable masterpiece, you know, something really great, but you're good at it, okay? Pretty good at it. Well, and tell me about painting. What kind of paintings do you like? Landscape, for example, you know that. We have landscape, we have portrait, we
Oh
have,
yeah.
yeah. So which one?
Well, I like landscape and portrait painting. I think they're pretty cool when people like can recreate the view and the face show off like some people on the painting, and the accurate was like 90% or something, and then I really impressed about that. Yeah.
Yeah, of course. Well, so you can say landscape and portrait, so different styles actually. So why not? You can mention all of them. But, and you know, not only landscape, some people like, for example, seascape. You know that paintings about sea, water. So we have landscape or seascape. So which one? You are interested in portrait. So which one? So I'm fond of. We don't want to say I like. So I'm fond of, or I'm not fond of. So I don't like. I'm fond of landscape. Okay, so this way you can make your answer. Well, and tell me about abstract art. Do you have any idea about abstract art? You know that it's
Mm,
a bit confusing because you can't understand. I don't know, they are not accurate. You know that you see something, but actually different shapes, different colors, forms. You know, but we need to achieve their effects. What do you think about this?
well, I don't know. I think abstract art, like if you're like really into arts, probably you can understand it. Like if just looking at like a quick
Yeah,
look, I really understand much about the meaning.
yeah,
Or probably I couldn't know what they want to show
yeah,
like at the painting.
yeah, of course. Actually, I think you are dependent on someone, for example, the artist, to understand. Someone should explain. Really, sometimes, for example, we visit a gallery. So because I experienced, so I went and I visited a gallery, abstract art gallery. It was really good, but you know, it was really difficult to understand the reason and actually, you know, the description behind of each painting. It was like
Yeah.
I needed ask again and again. Okay, so and when actually the artist or for example someone a leader explained, I was like, really this way? So it's totally different from what you see, but interesting. Of course, some people are interested. So we have another form that is abstract art. So you may be interested. Okay, well, and the next one, You said that you like visiting, for example, museum. How about art galleries? So how often do you visit art galleries?
Well, I'm not really like visiting art gallery in my country much, but like if I travel to different cities in different country, and just searching out their new feeds, and I see like there's an art gallery near my place, I would go there. But depends on how I want to go and like the interesting I want to try it out. So yeah.
So, very rarely, first of all, as I realized. So you visit art galleries very rarely. So here, you can say, if I want to be honest, so, or to tell you the truth. So this way you can begin, you can start your answer. For example, to tell you the truth. Okay, just let me, okay. To tell you the truth, once in a blue moon. So why not? Of course, you can say rarely. Of course. But this is IELTS, we need to use some words, idioms, vocabulary that help to boost our
Yeah.
score. So that is really important. So once in a blue moon, so very rarely, and you can use it in different sentences, situations, so it's really usable, a good idiom. Well, so, but if I have a chance to travel abroad, so I will definitely visit art galleries to actually become familiar with their culture. Yeah, because
Yeah.
I believe, since I don't want to repeat because, so I say since I believe that art actually is the door of culture. So you can see, you can learn about their culture, okay, through art. So why not this way? Is better. You can talk just one or two lines, and that's well. And sometimes you feel like that. No, I don't like. I'm not a fond of, I don't know, galleries because I find them boring. Like, okay. And now tell me, what kind of things do you like to draw?
Well, I like to draw like doodles. Probably like cartoon characters, and just drawing it for fun, like sketch
Yeah,
drawing on my friends' notebooks. Yeah,
yeah, of course. Animated characters.
yeah. Just want to like blow up their notebooks things.
Yeah, of course. And have you ever done so? Have you ever, I don't know, done this?
Well, yeah, like I know like, this quick painting. It's not that good looking.
But of course it's really good. So if you can, that's what's really good. Well, okay, what do you think about graffiti? So graffiti, for example, it's like very big, large size paintings, especially on walls. So you can see, I don't know, when you go out sometimes, I don't know, on the street or somewhere else, so you can see walls actually are covered with large size paintings. So what do you think about graffitis?
Well, I'm really impressed about like how they could drawing that on the wall like in like the quick time. But I don't know, like most of the result was like really cool. And, that's funny to look, and it's look great too. Like probably blow up an area or something.
Yeah, of course. So we have, okay, let me write. First of all, let me write the meaning of this. We have graffiti, that is, that drawing on a public surface. So you like it. Sometimes they're really actually eye-catching. They're really attractive. Sometimes I feel like, I don't know, uh, they're really eyesore, you know? So sometimes, yes, we go out, we come across something that is really attractive, so we can say, wow, actually eye-catching. It really impresses you. But sometimes they're kind of eyesore, that is an unattractive. No, it's not really attractive. So it depends. So if it's really attractive, eye-catching, or no, it's like, no, you don't think that's can be, I don't know, just too much. Well, and let's keep going with part two. Okay, one moment to find a good, uh, well, I think this one is good. I could find a good cue card for you. Okay, let's see. So you want to describe a painting or work of art. So let me write. Okay. Erase the word. Well, so describe a painting or work of art. And you should say, first of all, so where did you see this work of art? And when? Okay. And what does it look like? And explain why you like it. Well, cue card, think of it, and then you can talk about it.
Like the art, like it should be like in the museum or just like I could see it everywhere.
You can talk about, yeah, because music, you said? I'm sorry, I couldn't hear. You said
Well, like if the painting, the painting or like work
painting,
of
yeah.
art,
It can be any
like
kind because it can be, as I told you, a work of art or painting. So any type of it. It can be visual art, performing art, so you can talk about anything. So something, because when we say work of art, everything that is made by an artist. So it can be, for example, sculpture, it can be painting, so anything.
like buildings count. I don't know.
Think about a painting that you actually, so you went to the museum, so maybe, I don't know, uh, maybe a really popular painting. So you can think about everything.
Like if work of art could like n- name a like an iconic buildings. something.
It can, of course, why not? Of course, if you find it, so it kind of, if it's actually a masterpiece, like for example, great architecture, so of course, it's something different, but not really normal thing, yeah. If you can call it art, yes.
Well, I have seen many like work of arts and like building around the world, and there's one place that it was the Sydney Opera House, and the building was, I think it's looked like, people say it was like the shells, but I think there was like a really good thing when they could create the opera house like of that. And I seen it when I went to Australia once, and my uncle took me there, and I think it's really cool and awesome when you can see like when you look as far and you can already see the shape of it, and it's like really iconic. And you know, when I went inside, it's like a lot like bigger than I expected, and it's also really big when you look at outside. And I think that's is a really great architect, and it's probably one of like the work of arts that I think which was really impressed. And you know, there should be many types of like buildings and architect that are having like another like iconic things out in the world sooner. So
So,
yeah.
okay, so you are talking about actually uh, building, like for example, Opera House. Okay, and that is good. So, but how to make your answer? So, first of all, yeah, when you first saw this actually building or construction, so it was really impressive. So how to say it was really impressive? Or you were impressed by it. So there are different idioms that you can use. So let's learn them first of all because you need to use them. So if I think this is a piece of art, it's masterpiece, and I was, because you are talking about something in past that you visited. So you can say, I was bowled over by this, for example, construction, by this piece of art, by this masterpiece. It means I was really impressed. So this is the first one, okay? Or that was really impressive. You can use it. You went to the concert, you saw something that, wow, you said, wow. So it took my breath away. It was impressive. Wow. For example, I went out. It was really beautiful scene. So it took my breath away. And you want to say that it was amazing. When something blows your mind, it blows, that is present. If you want to use it in past, you say, it blew my mind. It was amazing. So first, you can use these idioms. That's what they're all the ones, but we don't need. Okay, so you can say that I think this construction, this building that can be considered as a masterpiece, as you said, yes. So that can be considered as one of the most visited places, right?
Yeah.
So we can say this masterpiece is, for example, claimed. What is the meaning of this? I will explain. As maybe one of the most visited places, locations, for example. And what is claimed? It's like, enthusiastically praised. People like it. So most acclaim means enthusiastically praised. So it attract public approval and praise. So let me write. So this word was or is, of course, that is attracting public people approval and praise. So everyone likes. Okay, so this way you can use it. Well, this is about, but did you mention when you visit? Because I didn't get, maybe I didn't get, but I didn't hear anything about when. You said where, okay, but you didn't say when, and you didn't explain why. So you said, you briefly talked about it. Yeah, it's impressive, it's good, but it has a great, for example, architecture. It's a kind of masterpiece. So what attracts you? Okay, the most interesting thing about this building. So what is its architecture, design, place, history? So what? So you need to talk about it. Well, so I can skip this one. So I want you to think about it. It can be about everything. Okay, please think about it and try to make your answer. That is really important. This is cue card for part 2. Your answer was not enough for part 2. Okay, so first of all, you need to talk more. You know that this is your cue card, so you have more time to talk. So please, at home, this can be your task assignment for home. So where, when, and what. So explain it. So because you didn't mention, I didn't get, what does it look like? I didn't get. So you need to explain if you want to talk about. Okay, you only briefly talked about the place and what it is to justice. So please think about it and try to make answer, and please send it to me. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, so are you ready for part 3, or you have any questions related to these two parts?
No.
Okay, very good. Well, and now let's talk about, okay, let's see what we have. Part 3 and first question, just one moment to find my first question. Okay. Well, describe the general purpose of art and say, why do people enjoy art? This is not about you. This is about people because it's part 3. Don't forget about paraphrasing my question and talk about it. Well,
Yep.
describe the
Wait.
general purpose of art,
Wait. Yeah.
of course.
Well, they just cut the call. I don't know.
Yeah, okay. So, are you ready now?
Yeah.
Okay, so describe the general purpose of art and say, why do people enjoy art? Why?
Well, I think art is one of the way that people could put their feelings in, and you know put making it as a process about something that could happen in their life, or they want to you know talk about something. I think like most of the like art was made like that, and people enjoying art because maybe they feel like related to that, and people enjoying arts when it could be like one of the oh what the way that they could supporting the artist, and because not many people was choosing arts as their future path, so like artists now was, I think, they were like much more respected in the past. Well, maybe, I think so.
Well, so I want to give you a topic, Sama. So first of all, for every question that you want to answer, when you want to make your answer, that's really important to have a topic sentence. What is that? First of all, I should know what I want to talk about. So what is my main idea? The problem with actually most of candidate is that they actually talk about different things without focusing on main idea. I choose one and I expand it. So I want to write a topic sentence here. We humans are unique. We are the one. Why we are unique? We are unique in our lives, in our existence, and experience, of course. First of all, do you agree with this? We are different from animals, right? We are unique. Everyone is different from another. Do you agree?
Yeah.
Okay, so I want to talk about this. This is my main idea. I want to talk about this because I think it can be actually a good answer. So, we humans are unique in our existence, in our experience. Actually, art, it's the only, natural way, okay, that we need to show our expectations, to show our needs, okay? But of course, we are unique, and this uniqueness needs actually separation, expectation. This needs, this uniqueness actually separates us from animals. Enjoying art seems to be something that makes us truly unique as humans. Because we understand, we enjoy something that the other creatures can't. So it makes us definitely different. Agree? This is the answer for why do people enjoy art and what is the general purpose of art. So actually, I think art helps us to look at ourselves little closer in a different actually way. We can explain our desires, our expectations in more details, which maybe wouldn't be possible. And with the help of art, I think we are able to communicate. That is really important. Music and art, we are able to communicate our social, cultural, political, okay, ideas much more, and in much more organized manner, different people. So we actually are able to rethink over the issues. We are able to think over the subjects. It affects us. It affects everything surrounding us. So that is the purpose of art. So this way you can make your answer. I have two questions here actually. So that is really important. As I told you, first get the main, what I want to talk about. Then just focus on that part. Okay, get it?
Yeah.
Well, and now, do you think art is as important as academic subjects when it comes to educating children? So you know that, of course, it's you think it should be a part of subjects, one subject at the school, or no, you think no, it's not really essential.
I think it should be a subject at school because in my school, art, arts and like music stuff, they wouldn't, they were elective subjects. But I think now people was tend to, going in the arts fields in the future more than the past. Many people choose arts as their future career. But I think music and art wasn't like a really um I don't know, like the subject that people care much, like math or English in some school. So I think that they should be as a like the subject, like the one of the main subjects, and then student can have like another opportunity if they want to try it out in the future. And when they choose art, there wasn't like lack of like knowledge, and they have to going out and study more. So
Yeah,
yeah.
very good. So you think that art can enhance, so you think art can enhance or improve. Enhance means improve. Okay, the learning of other subjects. So it can be. So it's better to be and to be taught as a main subject at school. So we need to connect. It's like, we need to connect art with other subject. So why not? We need to pair art with other subjects.
Yeah, so like, I need to take some things from my mom, so I'll go back like
It's
soon.
okay. It's okay. It's okay.
Sorry, they got here a bit earlier, so yeah.
Okay, it's okay. So actually, we couldn't complete this topic, but you know, the time is over, so we have no more time to talk about it. So there are some other questions that we need to talk, maybe a few questions. So at the beginning of the next session, first we complete this topic, we discuss it perfectly, and because you know we have part two that you need to think about it and send me your answer, and of course maybe a few more questions related to part three that we will discuss at the next session, beginning of the next session. Well, just do you have any questions related to this topic, this part, actually, what we discussed, what we learned? Any questions, something that you didn't get or
No.
no? Okay, very good. So art is really a common topic in our speaking, so I want you to focus on it. That is really important. Okay, so just please practice what we learned, started today, and at the next session, we will keep going with the rest of this topic, okay?
Yeah.
Well, and thank you. It was a good time with you, and have a great week, and of course, weekend.
Yeah, thank you.
Welcome, bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.